Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Joelicious Sweet Sunday. Tonight, we're gonna make something sweet and chocolatey. Something with Nutella. I'm sure everybody likes Nutella. So do I. So we're making Nutella twists. So to make Nutella twists, we will need fresh yeast, about 25 grams, or 2 to 3 teaspoons of powdered yeast. If you're using powdered yeast, you're gonna mix it with flour. About 50 grams of butter, which is about 2 ounces, and 1/2 cup of sugar, 250 milliliters of milk, 500 grams of flour, which is about a pound. We will need Nutella, salt, and vanilla extract. So to make the dough, we're gonna put the butter in the bowl, start the fire, and put the milk in. Once the butter melts, we want to turn the heat off. And let it chill to lukewarm temperature. When the liquid is lukewarm, we're gonna add the yeast to the dough. I'm using fresh yeast, but you could also use powdered yeast. In this case, you're going to have to mix it with the flour. Now remember, the liquid should be barely warm, not hot, otherwise it's going to kill the yeast. After that, we add a little bit of vanilla extract, just a splash, and a little bit of salt. Next, we're going to add the sugar. And gradually add the flour. At this point, you want to try to stir it in the same direction. I'm doing it clockwise. We want to try to get rid of all the lumps. Once it gets hard, to stir it with a spoon. We want to get rid of the spoon and use our hands. At this point, I want to be careful with the flour, and I'm not going to add the rest of it right away. After the dough doesn't stick to the walls, it's ready to be taken out. At this point, we're going to put it on the table, put some olive oil into the bowl, and generously spread it on the sides of the bowl. Then I'm going to return the dough to the bowl. I'm going to fill the sink with hot water. Cover the dough with a kitchen towel or a piece of cloth. And I'm going to put it in the sink for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. All right, folks, after an hour and a half, actually 2 hours, the dough is ready to go. Throw the dough out. I'm going to form a ball. And divide it in 4 parts. And we're going to do 1 part at a time, while the other ones still stay in the bowl covered with the towel. We're going to roll out a circle. Around 12 inches in diameter. This is what I'm going to use. The lid from a pan. I'm going to take the lid and cut a circle. And all the extra dough goes back into the bowl. So we got this. Next, we're going to spread some Nutella. But we want to leave a little bit of the edge without any Nutella. Spread it just like that. Something like that. At this point, we have the oven going at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 190 degrees Celsius. We will need one cookie sheet covered with some parchment paper. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this aside and go for the next piece of dough. Same procedure. Roll it out. Now these guys going right over the other one. And we want to try to match these as much as possible. And that's it. Alright, this one's done. Getting transferred to on top of this one. And now we're gonna roll out another one, but this one we're not gonna cover with Nutella. Something like this. Cover it. And now the most exciting part. We're going to take the cover, push it down, push it down again, and now we take one glass, turn it upside down, push it, don't push it too hard, you don't want to cut it completely. But at this point, we want to cut this in four pieces. And then 4 more, each one of them. And now, what we're gonna do is take 2 at a time, twist them in, 1, 2, and stick this 2 together, just right here, right like that. And repeat it with the other ones, just like that. 1, 2, stick the ends together. 1, 2, stick them together. Repeat for the rest of the pie. Make sure they're all pinched together. And now we're going to carefully transfer the whole pie onto the parchment paper. So I've transferred the pie onto the cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. I messed it up a little bit, but it's still going to taste Joelicious. So basically, my mistake was I should have built it right on the parchment paper to begin with. So folks, when you do that, take that into consideration. So at this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 1 egg, I'm going to beat it a little bit. And I'm going to baste the whole pie, the top of it. before it goes to the oven. Now, it's going to the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Alright folks, it's been 25 minutes and we're ready to take the pie out of the oven. This is what we have. Now we're gonna try it. It's wicked hot, so I'm gonna probably have to wait for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take one out. I'm gonna cut it here and here and here. So this is what we have right now. It's beautiful. It smells good. And it's Joelicious. Folks, stay tuned. There'll be more Joelicious Sweet Sundays coming. Hope you have a great weekend. See you in a week.